And carport at Jackson Storm Window and Door Company, 112 Hartsbridge Road West, Jackson.
This is WBBJ-TV, Jackson.
For this week's championship wrestling program, and I am really excited about showing you all the footage that we've got. Hello again, everybody. This is Lance Wrestling. Boy, we have got a dandy this week. Now, you're going to be taking a look at the Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd and Rip Morgan, who will be back here in action for the first time in quite some time. Morgan is a brand new addition to Jonathan Boyd. It's his cousin, and we'll be talking to Jonathan a little later. In addition to that, a Southern Tag Team Championship match where Jerry Oske and Tojo Yamamoto partner to go against the PYT for the titles. Then a Southern Heavyweight Championship match when Jerry the King Lawler goes against big 291-pound Bruiser Brody. We'll be talking to referee Tom Branch, very controversial young man who was involved in that particular match. All of that, plus the fabulous ones coming up on this week's Championship Wrestling.
You know why Frank Brasher has been so successful these past 3 years? One, our people. When you buy from us, you'll get the best deal from the start. Second, our service department is exceptional. Another reason, our outstanding inventory. When you drive on our lot, you'll find the car or truck you've been wanting. Fourth, 8.8% financing on GMC two-wheel drive pickups. And the best reason of all, you, our customers. Come into Frank Brasher Buick Pontiac GMC, Highway 45 South, where our people make the difference.
Tackers in Jackson is your complete home improvement store. Stainless steel sinks only $31.88. Medcore faucets with spray $18.19. Armstrong vinyl floor covering $2.99 to $3.99 a square yard. Asphalt driveway sealer 5-gallon containers only $6.88. Selection, price, and service, they all add up to make Tackers #1. Go by Tackers, they have it all at 221 East College in Jackson, Tennessee.
World has been the Sheepherders, the men from
one
down.
of the toughest teams.
Okay.
The only bloody toughest team. Hey, we're the men from down under. M-E-N. It doesn't say Y-A-N-K. Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't have a bloody man in the whole United States of America. One of your bloody wrestlers ran me off the road, and I've been laid up for some time. But now I got Cousin Rip here, and I'll tell you why they call him Rip. Because he was put in for manslaughter for taking care of two of you bloody Yanks when you're on holidays in New Zealand. And now he's out, and he's here to get the same thing I'm here for. Revenge! Revenge! And revenge is going to be out!
Well, that, in case you had any doubt, was Jonathan Boyd of the Sheepherders, and the big guy in the back was his new partner, Rip Morgan, and they are some formidable force in tag team circles. Let's go to the ring, join a match already in progress where the Sheepherders go against the Battens.
The bell is sounded for a 1-fall 15-minute time limit, and what we are taking a look at now, the Sheepherders and the ritual that they have, paying their respect to the New Zealand flag. Their opponents in this 1-fall 15-minute time limit match, Mark and Brass, the very good team from Charleston, West Virginia, the Batten twins. The chant is picked up here at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, USA. And there goes the salute, the flag held by Rip Morgan, and his tag team partner, the leader of the Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd. Boyd, of course, the spokesman for the team, very vocal, and we're ready to go Smothers team. Rugged team of the Sheepherders, no doubt about it. We've seen Luke Williams and Jonathan Boyd a couple of years ago, one of the toughest we've seen. Now we're taking a look at Morgan and Boyd. Look at Jonathan Boyd on Mark Batten, just going to work on him and putting him down to the canvas. Choking now, and he will do anything there is to do to put him away. No doubt about it, one of the most vicious teams. He holds him over to the corner, and Rip Morgan pounded away on the back. They call for the tag, and here he comes. Oh, big elbow to the back of the head, a big left hand to the face, and a big chop that puts him down. Thompson, once again, Rip Morgan. Boot to the top of the head. Vicious, let me tell you something. Vicious. He stops him. Choking him again and clubbing away. Tag on Jonathan Boyd. They're all over the Batten. We get 2 minutes, 30 seconds in as he drops the elbow. He drops another one. Choking him. Here comes his brother Brad Batten. Referee Tom Brad sending him out. That gave the Sheepherders the time to take extra advantage of the Batten. Holding him in a power driver typo, scissors, and then Rip Morgan came in and clubbed him. Oh, vicious blow to the midsection, or to the chest. Boyd choking him as the referee now sending Brad Batten back. Look at these Sheepherders. Whoa, the big forearm. Count of 1. The tag, unable to do so, and again, misses, back again, and the big flying box count of 2. I thought he had him for a second. Very close. He did for one, but he needs 30. That's right. Had him for a little bit, but now what count? Count on her. It's what it calls for. Jonathan Boyd comes in. Not the largest member of the Sheepherders, but certainly the minutes comes in. But Batten out of the way. Mark needs Brad. He needs to tag him. I think he's lost his way in the ring. No, he rolls back. And here he comes. Brad Batten. Pounding away at Jonathan Boyd. Look at him go. Caught in that corner. There we go again with the situation of the Sheepherders. Whoa, into the turnbuckle. Forearm. Another forearm. Now he starts clubbing away. We're 5.5 minutes into a 15-minute time limit. Batten's finding themselves in serious problems right now with the Sheepherders. We knew this team of the Sheepherders tough, but don't count the Battens out as they have come up with some super victory, no doubt about that. But they need to get something going now. Here comes... Whoa! Did you see that, Lance? As he rammed him into the back. Never seen that before. 626 with the New Zealand Sheepherders coming up with the win. And they're still over the Batten. Look at them. Man, I'm telling you, they are flat out vicious. They are really working as the Batten slip out. As they are in a rage, the Sheepherders are winning.
Right here on Championship Wrestling, back in the ring in just one moment. By golly, I'll tell you what, coming up on Sunday, July the 7th, what a night of action will be taking place right there in the Jackson Coliseum. We're going to tell you about some of it. Hey, you can get your tickets right now at the Mid-Continent Hi-Fi. They are available and on sale now. And, of course, on the day of the action, July the 7th, the box office opens up at 12 noon, so you can get them in advance. Boy, plenty of card, and we'll have time to talk to you about it. But I do, in fact, want to remind you of the big main event. That'll be Billy Travis, Ron Sexton, and their manager, Buddy Wayne, in the ring to go against, what a team, the fabulous ones, Stan and Steve. And their third man is going to be Jerry the King Lawler. Boy, that's going to be some afternoon, Stan.
You know, it took me about 5 seconds, Lance, to realize I didn't like those two goofs in the first place. Well, I don't even think Billy Travis shaves yet. What we've got here is two snotty-nosed punks that went out and found themselves the biggest, fattest manager they could find, Buddy Wayne, and now they think they're somebody. They want to make a name for themselves off the fabulous ones. Let me tell you something, guys. You made a big mistake. You know what we did? It took us about 5 seconds, Lance, to think of who we wanted in our corner, and it was Jerry the King Lawler. So now you got Stan, Steve, and Jerry against two snotty-nosed punks and a big fat guy named Buddy Wayne. And that's going to all come down the Jackson Coliseum, guys. Get ready. It's going to be some dues paid. Right, Jerry?
That's exactly right. You know, the fat slob Buddy Wayne stands out here and he says that he has taken Travis and Sexton and he's going to show them how to be top-notch wrestlers. Well, he's going to have a chance to show them up real close right there in Jackson. You're going to have a chance to show them everything that you can do, Buddy Wayne, and we're going to have a chance to get a big laugh out of it, brother, because you're going to look like a beached whale when you're laying flat on your back when we put this upside your stinking fat face. So get ready for it, Wayne and Sexton and Travis.
That's coming up on Sunday, July the 7th, 8 p.m. Tickets on sale right now at Mid-Continent Hi-Fi. Big card, and we'll give you the rest of that coming up later on.
I'm going to demonstrate just how easy it is to take Time magazine up on a very special offer. First, you need a telephone. Any ordinary phone will do. Then you need this number. It's toll-free. Now, all you have to do is pick up the phone and dial, and a friendly operator will take it from there. Hello. Well, I'm fine. How are you? Can you hold on a second? Nothing to it. Now, when to subscribe? Do it right away. Why the rush? I can explain it in 2 words. Free radio. Subscribe right now and you'll get Time's micro FM headset radio free. This remarkable little sound system is a technological breakthrough. Imagine big high-fidelity sound through these tiny headphones. And here's another reason to make that call. The official Statue of Liberty pin. It's to help commemorate the statue's restoration, and it's also free with your paid subscription. So how much is a subscription to Time? That's the best part of all. You save more than 40% off the cover price. 27 issues for 4 easy installments of only $7.49. That includes Time's famous Man of the Year issue and the Images 85 issue, a captivating collection of the year's most memorable pictures. With Time, you'll get a clear picture of what's going on around the world and here at home. Every week, you'll meet interesting people from all walks of life and see them as they really are. So now that I've shown you how to subscribe, go ahead. Call 1-800-621-9600. Hello? Still there. Listen, I better go. You people are about to get flooded with calls. Call now.
Hi, I'm Judy here at Time Magazine. Isn't that a fantastic offer? Time at over 40% off the cover price and 2 special issues. Plus, the Statue of Liberty pin and the incredible micro headset radio. They're both yours free. But call now. An offer this good won't be around for long.
The fabulous ones have been involved in a lot of scrapes. They're involved in one right now with Ron Sexton and Billy Travis, managed by Buddy Wayne. Now, this kind of had an interesting twist to it when Stan was there to wrestle with Steve as the fabulous ones in a partner tag team match. But Steve had some business in Florida and was unable to be there. Buddy Wayne, after verifying that, sicked Sexton and Travis on Stan Lane. And let's take a look at what happened.
Now, where is Steve Kern?
Well, he is out of town. Stan just said he had some business.
Wait, no. Where is Steve Kern?
He is down in Tampa, Florida.
He's not in the studio.
No.
He's where? He's not in Memphis.
That is correct.
He's in Tampa? Okay, he's in Tampa. He's not. Now, he didn't miss the plane on being here late, is he?
No,
in other words,
he had
boys,
some business down there.
Okay. In other words, Kern is in Tampa, Florida right now.
That's correct.
Okay, well, they're going to wrestle him. Or he can just walk out and give us the match.
Well,
it's a tag.
No, one of them. Pick one of them, buddy. He said he would wrestle either one of them.
Stan Lane after Ron Sexton. Look out, Buddy Wayne up in the ring now. That's going to end this match. Disqualification. Look out, Buddy Wayne with a shoe off, and with a heel of it, he hammers Stan Lane in the back of the head.
Well, for that moment, it was advantage Travis and Sexton and Buddy Wayne. Let's take a look at what happened subsequently at a match at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis when Stan and Steve decided to make their presence known.
That's what the man was saying. Tell us sound at 1 fall, 15 minutes in time. We're looking at a tag match with four very aggressive gentlemen. Tracy Smothers on his knees is being pounded around by Ron Sexton. And there's a tag on Sexton's partner, Billy Travis. In their corner, Buddy Wayne. Tracy Smothers' partner is Speedy Daltrey's, the quick Indian from out of California. And Tracy Smothers picked up and dropped down hard by Billy Travis. Smashed into the top turnbuckle. Snapped right over the shoulder. And boy, he took the big guy and went straight up over that shoulder. I'll tell you, Sexton off the second ropes with both hands. Tracy close to the corner, but Speedy was out of it for just long enough to where he did not get a grab. Sexton takes a shot, but it doesn't stop him as he is going with double hands right at the throat. Reminds you of the double Dutch clutch. Tracy Smothers dropped down over the knee of Billy Travis. Travis from the second rope, right straight down over the top of him, and Smothers has gotten off one rather feeble right hand, and he has not had the opportunity to put anything else together to break the trend. Speedy Daltrey is running up and down the ring apron, trying to get his partner stirred up. Big knee right across the chin and chest of Tracy Smothers. Another right, but he's absorbing it. I'll say this, Buddy Wayne has got these young fellas really firing, and Sexton and Travis using hair, fist, and whatever else. They are going fast. Coming with a suplex in the air, and the big guy from Springfield, Tennessee, hammered down with that suplex. Travis gets one and picks him up at the count of two. That's being a little too cocky for a new team, Randy.
That's right. Anytime you choose to go to the pin plant, that you can pay for it later.
You got that right. Smothers continuing to be pounded around. We're 2 minutes and 11 seconds into the action, and he hasn't been in a position to hardly breathe. There's a double whip, double elbow, and Tracy Smothers down in the middle. Count of one. Referee over there getting Sexton out and got back late. Only got a 1 count. The left shoulder came up. And here comes Steve Kern and Stan Lane. It's going to be a disqualification in 2:52. Kern and Lane putting it to Sexton and Travis, and now Stan going after Buddy Wayne. The fabulous ones came flying out of the dressing room. They don't even have the wrestling attire on as yet. Chasing Sexton, Travis, and Buddy Wayne back to the dressing room.
Hello, folks. Me and old Western Bill are out here taking advantage of our good nature at Tennessee State Park.
That's right. Me and Jerry go in for the rugged, outdoorsy stuff, like hiking.
Yeah, camping. Of course, if you like swanky resorts, well, Tennessee Park's got them too.
Right, swimming pools, tennis, and golf.
Hey, you can get yourself a comfortable cabin, and the rates are reasonable, especially in the off-season time.
That's right. Most Tennessee state parks are open year-round.
And it's easy to make reservations.
Just call one toll-free number for lodging information. 1-800-421-6683.
That's 1-800-421-6683.
The rooms are great, but me and Jerry like it out here where there's not another soul around.
This is true.
Excuse me, could we please have your autograph?
Seems our avid fans find us no matter where we go.
Say so.
Thank you, Mr. Cash. Mr. Haggard.
Jerry Haggard.
Whispering John.
The war against high prices is on at Country Boy Waterbeds. $99 now buys you a complete waterbed. Or you can choose from 4 beds priced at $189 or below. 23 beds are now priced at less than $299. The war against high prices is on at Country Boy Waterbeds.
At Country Boy Waterbeds, we just want to say, if you ain't sleeping on water, if you ain't sleeping on water, if you ain't sleeping on water, you water.
The Bible tells us that in the last days there will be wars and rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation. There will be famines and earthquakes. We see evidence of all these today. Are you prepared for the last days?
He alone can save you. He alone can cleanse you. He is the one mediator between God and man, the man Jesus Christ, the man Christ Jesus.
Don't be caught unprepared. Watch Jimmy Swaggart this week.
Well, if you saw the previous 2 segments in there, you might have thought that was it, all even Steven. But it wasn't it, because the fabulous ones, Stan and Steve, had a match with Kareem Muhammad and Bruiser Brody, and Travis and Sexton thought they would get involved in that match.
Started officially, it was started. The minute Stan and Steve jumped into the ring, Brody jumped on Kern. Kareem Muhammad went after Stan Lane. The bell sounded, and here it is. Part of it outside on the timer's table, with Muhammad throwing Stan Lane out. And Big Bruiser Brody just hammering on Steve Kern. Fabulous one. Brody and Muhammad are going to find out what 2 tough young guys are. Man, I'll tell you, look at Lane on Muhammad. Brody with his head slammed in the turnbuckle by Steve Kern. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Here comes Sexton and Billy Travis. Here comes Buddy Wayne. And a disqualification will be taking place, thus ending one of the feature matches. At 2 minutes and 14 seconds, the Fabs were involved in a match with Sexton and Travis because Sexton and Travis got Tracy Smothers hurt and just pounded him something fierce. Here comes the Batten brothers, Tracy Smothers, Speedy Talltrees, and the ring clears.
makes his living through the mail. He's a writer, and what he writes are fairy tales, like this one, about a glorious vacation house set right by the water, big and beautiful, with 3 bedrooms and fireplaces and a magnificent deck. The dream of a lifetime, and it could all be yours just for sending a small deposit. Well, hundreds of people sent their money right away, believing in a tale that, unfortunately, did not come true. Because the writer is a mail fraud operator, a specialist in vacation cons, phony sports event packages, get-rich-quick schemes. Of course, most mail offers are legitimate, but if you suspect mail fraud, call your postal inspector or local postmaster. And remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Throughout my career in government, I've come to understand the true essence of the bureaucrat. I've enjoyed an exciting relationship with the governor himself. Yeah, and I've been shown great appreciation for my contributions.
Benson, he's with you.
We're with you on Channel 7 still.
AWA Southern Tag Team Title Match. It'll be 1 fall, 60-minute time limit. Your referee is Tom Branch, coming from the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Randy Hills with the commentary of this championship match, the Pretty Young Things. And right there you saw Coco Ware nailed by Jerry Oske as Coco's partner Norvell Austin watching. Over on the other side, Tojo Yamamoto, the Japanese Imperial wrestler, ready to go with this particular tag team battle. Coco Ware Norvell Austin held the Southern Tag Team Championship. They lost the Southern Tag belts when Coco was injured. Billy Travis was substituting in a match with the Fabulous Ones. They later appealed to Stanley Blackburn, the head of the AWA, who said that championship match could not be sanctioned because Coco Ware was not a part of the title defense. So the Southern Tag Team Championship went back to the Pretty Young Things, and here we go with this defense. Big hip toss. Coco down. Oske and Tojo Yamamoto teaming together for this championship match. They make a good combination. There's no doubt about it. I can see potential in this team. Of course, Oske is probably looking more forward to a Southern heavyweight defense or challenge. Tojo, of course, always eager to team with his protege and partner, Jerry Jarrett, who is not here this particular match. There's no doubt that these Pretty Young Things are one of the toughest, meanest, roughest tag team wrestling combinations you will see anywhere in the professional wrestling world. Let me tell you something for a flat-out fact. Coco Ware, Norvell Austin, they can flat-out go. You don't like everything they do. They'll aggravate you and make you mad. But they can go, and they have had some tough defenses of the Southern Tag Team Championship titles. Another body slam. Oske down. You see how very vicious this team can be. We've got plenty of time to do it in, so don't call it quits yet, because as the old cliche goes, it's not over till it's over. And this particular one, we're 3 minutes into it. Let me tell you for a flat-out fact, my friend, it just started. Oske and Coco again. Coco tried for the body slam this time. Oske says, not this time, my friend. Watch Oske try to block it. Look how high in the air he is and slammed it. I've seen him do that. And every time I do, it amazes me. Can you imagine picking up, I couldn't imagine picking up a 200 or 170 pounder. This guy, unbelievable. Whoa! Coco pushed the referee. The referee pushed back and said, let me tell you, my friend, you'll get out of here in a minute. Tom Branch and Coco Ware. We've got a brawl about to erupt between the referee and Coco Ware. Coco charged after the referee who was about to raise the hand of Jerry Oske and give the victory to Tojo and Oske and take it away from the pretty young thing. Now look at Coco arguing with some of the members of the crowd here at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Coco is a PA mic. Coco, I'm afraid Coco thinks that he needs to get out of the ring because he's having his problems arguing with the fans. He's certainly not going to get up there with Tojo and Oske. He's trying to pick on the crowd here at the Mid-South Coliseum. Coco Ware hot at the crowd. Yeah, they're just distracting me, but I can't do nothing. Why don't you get up there in the... Hey, you know you'll be sent back in bed. Stay away from here. Stay away from here, Coco. You'll be suspended. There's no sense in that kind of stuff. Picking on the people at the table when you should be in the ring. Norvell Austin. Tommy knee drop. Applied to Oske. Here comes the chopping Japanese, and he's putting, here comes Coco, look at him go. Tojo Yamamoto. 6 minutes fast, 64 to wrestle, 6 fast. Tojo comes in and cleans house as a pretty young thing still. In trouble. He's sending me out here, boy. Coco Ware, you hear saying that Tojo's crazy. I'd like to know what Coco thinks about those chops. He flat out flatted to him hard. 10 minutes past, 60 minutes remaining. 10 minutes They tie up center of the ring. Norvell Austin, right hand, Tojo. Blast him hard. And Norvell out of the ring. The chopping Japanese. They got a count of 10 to make it back into the ring. Referee Tom Branch gets to 5.
On time, baby. We're on time, baby. You looking at champions. You understand that?
Coco Ware sounding confident. I guess they got their teamwork together and got a game plan. Something in mind. I was looking forward to seeing exactly what they're going to try. says tag Oske and get him in there. And he flat out does it. Look at him go, toe to toe. Oske back again. Over the top rope, should be a immediate disqualification, but the referee's back turned. Now Coco comes out. Now, Katie bar the door, as they are going to get flat out rugged and use everything in their power. They pick up that standard around the ring, that steel ring standard. He caught him in the mouth hard. That's a pretty young thing for you. Choking him with the rope. Really turn things around as we need this broke up. Tom Branch and Tojo Yamamoto. He's using everything he can. Choking the screw out of him. Coco sends him back in the ring. Comes off some ropes. Couldn't tell there was a middle rope on the top rope. 2 counts. All he could get, and he kicks off. He gets out of it. We're 16 minutes into it now. Oske needs a tag with the Japanese, Tojo Yamamoto. We lost our sound for just a second. Oske and Austin, we lost our sound. Are we back on? Coco Ware put it to him. Rear face lock. Man, does he need a tag? I keep repeating it, but it's so very true. Pretty young thing has flat out turned it around. Somewhere. Tojo. Yelling instructions. He's just so far away from the tag. Norvell threatening to come back in. That's all he needs. Into the rope. Oske hits the ropes again, comes back again. He's up the elbow, comes back, and he comes in from behind with a sleeper hold, Coco Ware. Back on top of him. Oske now. He's going to make the tag. A tag on Norvell. No! I thought he had him. 18 minutes, 30 seconds in. 18:30. Here comes Tojo. He's threatening the referee. And the pretty young thing's pounding. Oske comes back again. In the wrong corner, the pretty young thing's corner. Here comes Tojo. go. Push the referee back. Chopping away. Tojo Yamamoto. Oske tries to get back in this match. Look at him go. The referee's really taking a lot of abuse. Heavy abuse. Oske and the referee getting into it. Oske's going to turn around and get blasted, I'm afraid. Really afraid about it. That's what happened. That's the count of 3. Southern Tag Championship retained. 20 minutes, 6 seconds. Pretty young thing.
Okay, action back in the ring here on Championship Wrestling in just a moment. Hey, before we get into Jackson, we want to tell you about a couple of towns coming up. Dyersburg, Tennessee, next Friday night on June the 28th. All the major stars will be right there in Dyersburg next Friday night. Then looking down the road a little way on Friday, July the 19th, that's Somerville, Tennessee. Action coming there. We'll have more about that in the next couple of weeks. All right. Jackson is going to be on Sunday, July the 7th, 8 p.m., Jackson Coliseum. Opportunity for you to get your tickets now at the Mid-Continent Hi-Fi, and my friend, you'll want to be there. One of the matches will be a coal miner's glove match with Jerry Jarrett and Tojo Yamamoto going against Coco Ware, Norvell Austin, the pretty young things. That's going to be that rough kind.
Lance Russell, one thing I want to ask you. Who signed this match? What y'all trying to do to the PYT?
You guys are in it on the open contract. That's it.
Y'all trying to hurt us around here, ain't you?
I'm not trying to do anything.
Y'all trying to cripple and lame us. But I've got news for you, Jerry Jarrett. We didn't hurt you once. We didn't hurt you twice. You want to get hurt a third time, show up in Jackson, Tennessee, and that's damn well what we're going to do to you. We're going to hurt you and put you out of professional wrestling for good.
Well, you tried it once in Jackson. We'll find out. Then there's going to be a match that'll have Jerry Lawler and the Fabulous Ones going against Ron Sexton, Billy Travis, and the third man, Buddy Wayne, in the ring.
Now, what do they think they've done, the Fabulous Ones? The one that got the big gun, Jerry Lawler. Well, let me tell you something. The people in Jackson, anywhere else, I didn't just start wrestling. I wrestled a long time before those boys did. I've got 2 men with me, and they're going to get hurt. I weigh 280 pounds. Don't they think that they're going to get in there and just play with me. They're going to see what's going to happen. I'll rip their eyes out. I'll do anything I want to them. I'll do anything I want to.
Well, you know for a fact you're going against a major team when you got the Fabulous Ones and Lawler.
Well, evidently they're a little worried when they start bringing Lawler in against Sexton and Travis, and then they want to put me in there. Well, they're not going to eliminate me.
Okay, we'll find out July the 7th.
Take your breath away.
We'll give you 5 good reasons why you should be a Fleming's champion of sales. This contemporary oak bedroom, $599. A $600 roll top desk, $388. Recliner that swivels and rocks, $299. All 3 bookcases, $555. Cherry rack group, $109 apiece. All this plus 12 months free interest.
Every item knocked down 33 to 68%. With free furniture daily. This can't be true.
Enjoy the outdoors year-round with a beautiful Halmet Alumax patio from Jackson Storm Window and Door Company. The all-new insulated patio cover is designed to last as long as your home and available in a variety of colors. A screen enclosure gives you breezes without bugs for those summertime cookouts and the perfect place to play on rainy days. Jackson Storm Window and Door Company, home-owned and operated, offers the finest in quality workmanship. See the selection of patio covers and carports at Jackson Storm Window and Door Company, 112 Hartsbridge Road West, Jackson.
Coming down to the main event here on Championship Wrestling, I'm standing with a gentleman who normally you see with a striped shirt on. This is referee Tom Branch. We've asked Tom to come in here. Tom, and I do appreciate you coming in here because I want to get into an area that may be a little sensitive because I know you have heard some of the comments that you're a rather controversial referee in the way that you enforce the rules in the wrestling matches.
Controversy of the way I enforce the rules. Number one, there's not a professional wrestling referee, boxing referee, any type of professional athletic referee that is going to be, so to speak, one-sided. Your job is to call it right down the line. Now, I don't know where you come across telling me about all this, that the controversy is on my part. Just because maybe a man like Jerry Lawler or the Fab are fan favorites, does that give them the right to use a fist? Does that give them the right to choke somebody?
Well, okay, now you're enforcing the rules, and I understand that, and you enforce them on both sides. That's exactly the way you're supposed to do it. But maybe the way that you did it. Now, we've got a match coming up where Jerry Lawler was defending his Southern Heavyweight title against Big Bruiser Brody, and you really, I gotta say, you stayed on Lawler's case something awful, and the way you interfered sometimes actually in the match and grabbing Lawler's arm.
Interfered during the match. Lawler stands back, starts throwing his fists, throwing punches, which are illegal in the sport of professional wrestling.
True.
Just because the people, the fans, are hooping, hollering, hooraying Jerry Lawler, that doesn't make it legal, Lance.
You're right
That
there.
does not make it legal. Anytime I see Lawler throwing a fist, it is my job to warn him first. I warned the man first, he wouldn't stop. Therefore, I had to take it upon myself to do what I had to do so he'd stop throwing the fist.
Well, I will give you all of that. You did exactly that, and it has caused a little murmur among the crowd, but I will say you're a man of your word, as the folks will see. We're going to take a look now at the match between Lawler and Brody and watch referee Tom Branch and his particular part in it. Thank you, Tom.
I gotta say, I understand the point of maybe cutting out the use of the fist, but the referee is supposed to be in there to enforce the rules, and that time he stepped in, broke up that right hand of Lawler. And Brody just kind of watching. The referee has, at this point, intruded on the match, but he's determined he's going to keep this away from a fist fight. I don't know what Lawler's telling him now. But the referee has said, okay, come on, let's go. So for the moment, the differences have been resolved, and Lawler and Brody, rather than Lawler and the referee get at it. Big chop, fired into the ropes, big elbow. Oh, Jerry's hurt. 1, 2, and Lawler just barely got out. Well, I gotta say, in this commentator's eyes, it's a little more than just coincidental, the things that are happening between Lawler and the referee. Lawler indeed is starting to think now, at 22 minutes in, I am in serious danger of losing this belt. And the referee, totally uncalled for. It's not his position. He pushed Lawler from behind. No, he's way out of line right now. Referee Tom Branch, way out of line. Of course, there's two sides to every story, but I just can't go with that. Let me tell you, when you're in there with Brody, you got your hands double full. Brody pulls him out of the corner, blasts him with a right hand again. And Lawler shoots 2 rights, fires Brody across the ring, goes for a sleeper hold. It's going to be tough to hold on this big guy. Referee saying, break it up, you got a chokehold. Do you believe in that? Jerry isn't. Jerry's telling him I had him on the side of the neck of the sleeper. Crowd holler, we want another referee. They're looking for somebody to intervene. Referee saying if If that was a sleeper hold, I wouldn't have said anything about it, but it was a chokehold. We're not going to permit it. Well, we're right at 25 minutes in. Tie it up again and back over the rope. Lawler is bent by the much larger Brody. Lawler whirls him around, shoots the right hand in the midsection, fires him across. Once again, goes in behind. Going for the sleeper, and the referee says, break it up, you got a chokehold. Brody's over sitting on the ropes. Appropriately coughing as though he had been choked. Tied up, back to the corner. Brody nails him hard across the back. Brody pounding with that broad arm puts Lawler down to his knees. Oh, boy. Now he's bringing the big guns out. He is blasting. Reversal. Brody to the corner. Lawler again into the sleeper. This will be a chokehold, too. Yep. Once the referee gets it in his mind, he pulls Lawler loose. And now Lawler going at it with a referee, and Brody nails him from behind. Lawler fired out of the ring, down on the concrete. Brody didn't throw him over the top rope, but boy, he sailed him out through that second rope. Now Bruiser slamming the head down on the ring apron, pushes the referee back. Grabs a rope, puts it around Lawler's throat. Now the referee wants to complain about something. Let him get rid of it and disqualify Brody. He started to count on him. Brody broke it up, picks up one of those metal retainer rope standers and jabs Lawler right in the midsection. How flagrant can it get with a chair? Brody grabs Lawler. And Lawler reverses it on Brody, slams his head. Right into that chair, picks it up, and it's going to be a disqualification as Lawler swings at the referee at 29 minutes and 34 seconds. I think Lawler disqualified. Brody is the winner, but Lawler will keep the belt.
Have you always wanted a color TV? Well, here it is at the Ramada Inn. Beautiful 19-inch color TVs from major motels. All sets are sold with a written warranty and are in excellent condition. That's right, color TVs from only $129. Even at these incredible prices, your personal checks and credit cards are welcome. Today through Saturday, only at the Ramada Inn, US 45 Bypass in Jackson, Tennessee. Call 668-4222.
Hey, little children, get aboard this train. Hey, little children, get aboard this train. This train is coming through. This train is just for you. It's the Healthy Children Express.
This is John Anderson. Parents, keep your baby's health on track with our free poster. Write Healthy Children Express, P.O. Box 1030, Nashville 37202, or stop by your local health department.
Woo, did we have a bunch of it? You betcha. Lots of it good. Next week, same thing. We'll be back at that time. And until then, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.